I always like to blame my father for getting involved in the theater. My dad was an actor, and as my earliest memories are when my parents couldn't afford a babysitter, couldn't find a babysitter, I'd go with my dad to rehearsal. And I remember quite vividly, he was in a production of Lillian Hellman's play, The Little Foxes, and he plays a guy with a bad heart condition. And there's a scene in which his evil sister, he's starting to have a heart palpitation, and his sister has his medication and she's keeping it away from him. And a much younger man at the time, my father began to climb the staircase on the set, and at a certain point he clasps his chest and he kind of fell backwards down the steps. And I thought, oh my God, she just killed my dad. And I remember thinking in that moment, wait a minute, I'm in a rehearsal, this is a play, this is all fake, but I was convinced that he had passed away at that moment. And I think that was a moment when I realized that the power of theater and the magic of theater to capture your imagination. You know, growing up, around the house, there would always be copies of my dad's plays that he was in rehearsals for. And it wouldn't just be the play, but it would have in the margin all of his handwriting, his notes to himself as an actor about where to move and when to pick up the glass of sherry and when to sit, all of the blocking that had been given to him by the director. So I would like to read the play, read all of his notes, and then go see the production. So when the first conscious thought entered my mind that I wanted to write, it naturally came out in the form of dialogue and stage directions. I think the best advice I can give you is to read as many plays as you can get your hands on. And I think that reading and writing are this twin pleasures, that I derive as much pleasure from reading as I do from writing. And I find writing an extremely pleasurable act because it is in some ways a socially sanctioned form of lying. If I can spend all of my day either reading or writing, I know that I'm contributing to my own understanding of the art form and my own ability to practice it.